观众，欢迎来到看板人物。今天我们的看板人物，一个从繁华纽约嫁到泰缅边界深山的纽约女性 Alyssa， 她嫁给了缅甸出身的驯象师贝，她的人生真的比戏还精彩。他们一起在这里共筑了一个在全泰国唯一的人象共处自然生态的旅宿，而把所有经营旅宿的投入呢，都转移到帮助泰缅边界穷苦女孩的社会企业。很棒的故事。嗨，观众朋友，我们现在已经顺着吊桥走过来了。当您来这边看到第一眼的感觉，应该是跟我一样，就是哇哦，感觉就像是世外桃源不存在的一个人间仙境一样。但是其实，在 Alyssa 跟贝这对夫妻移到这里面，然后开始创了 Chala Orchard 以前，河岸的这一片是荒山一片，所以这边的地原来是非常的不值钱。你现在可以看到我给您的这个电脑地图啊，这个地图里面你可以看得出来，在这一整片里面，他们现在盖了12个传统 Karen 的棚架屋，就是作为人象共处的旅宿的住屋。那这一片范围呢，它每个月的所要付的地主的租金，大概折合台币也就是5万左右啊。可是呢，他要支付这个，那么还有支付救援这一些退役的咯或受伤的象群的费用呢，其实很多都是来这边的旅人朋友们，其实他们付出跟贡献的。好，那这个里面有一个非常特别的服务，你看这个象已经等不及了，我们进去看看，就是叫做象的 morning call。Hi, Alyssa. Wow, so this is the standard room?
Yes.
So each bungalow will contain at most 2 people. At a time.
We can put an extra bed in some of the rooms if they want.
Okay, it's definitely surrounded by all the woods. Very natural. Here we see, what's the name of the elephant?
This is Tong Wen.
Tong Wen. The meaning of her name?
Her name means golden ring.
Wow. So usually you have different elephants take turns to do the morning calls, or you will specifically choose those with mild temper.
They're all very hungry in the morning, so all of the elephants are happy if they can do morning call.
I can't help thinking maybe among the 12 of them, they were kind of thinking, oh, probably hope today is my turn. I could have more banana and sugars in the very early morning.
Yeah, it's nice just walking to work and you see them going to the guest rooms. It's like little kids trick-or-treating.
So you have elephant caretakers coming with them all the times.
Yeah, safety is important, so you should let the elephant caretaker stay close to the elephant and let the elephant hear your voice and smell you before you touch the elephant.
I see. How did you come up with this great idea that feeding elephants so tourists here could have the first experience getting familiar with this huge-sized animal?
It just came from a photo because the guests were always surprised how close they would come here, and they would be like, oh, I can't believe the elephants are right here. I didn't know they would be so close. So then we took a picture to show.
Okay. Do they have a time clock, I mean, on a regular daily basis for those elephants, just like human beings? I mean, what time they sleep, wake up? Would you kind of introduce to our audience?
They definitely have a schedule. They wake up early in the morning, and the mahouts have to be at work by 6 o'clock. If the mahouts are late, the elephants are super loud, and they call them.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. Now we have 12 of them, right?
Yes.
In the beginning, when you start to rescue them, save them from their massive workload in their entire life, at first, how many, in the very beginning, how many of the elephants that you have with you?
All of the elephants, except for the ones that have been born. So we've had 3 elephants born in the last couple years.
Wow.
Kwanjai, Chailai.
What's Tongwen's personality?
When she was working and doing trekking, she was not very friendly. She was pretty dangerous to people, but now she's really happy and really nice.
What did Tongwen do for a living? I mean, before coming here, you have her background?
Yeah, she did trekking with the metal chair on her back. And she was pregnant several times, and she killed the baby.
Killed the baby?
Yeah.
For what?
Because they're stressed. They're sad, so they don't want to have a baby. They will not carry the baby to term. It's common with elephants that are in zoos when there's just 1 or 2 elephants because they are depressed. They don't have successful birth.
When we talk about
But now she has her beautiful daughter, Tingmong.
When we talk about the metal chair, they have to carry all the time, and then tourists might sit on it as a tourist entertainment industry here. How heavy the chair could be?
The chair, the metal part of the chair alone is about 60 kilos, but then you have to put a lot of padding on the elephant, which is actually what causes them to overheat. And you have to tie the chairs on with rope. And when the elephants are pregnant or giving milk to their calves, the rope can cut into their chest. So it actually cuts into their skin.
Oh my God. So emotionally, when they first come here, do you need, how much time do you need to win the trust?
I think she started to change in a couple months, about 3 months. She's a very smart elephant.
Hi, Tongwen. Alyssa, why you always stand on the side of Tongwen and not in front?
They can't see very good in the front, so if you stand on the side, then they can feel safe because they can see you. Otherwise, they have to always turn their body.
Oh, okay. So the first interaction with elephant, we better stand on the side.
Yeah, it's good to approach elephants from the side.
Okay. 所以观众朋友看到这里一定会觉得羡慕，也很新奇哦。今天我们节目里面会看到很多Alexa 非常细心的，都是他自己的 idea 设计的，怎么样在这个自然的环境里面，人跟象可以自然的互动，就是人用象的生活样态跟方式来接近，然后有点认识，然后希望有更多的了解，等等，慢慢跟我一起去看。那么我们是怎么过来的呢？从清迈过来，大约车程要50分钟到1个多小时一点点，也就是从台北的政治、经济、文化中心到纯粹山林的一种转场。About how much we pay for rent the elephant. Okay, Faith, please share with us.
We pay for elephant $500 per month.
Per month for 12 elephants.
Yes.
Wow, to pay for the elephant owner,
Yes.
it's one family or a different family owns those 12 elephants?
Just for a family.
When the elephants are happy, people are happy.
Yeah, we can see. Lisa, it's such a great idea that you design all these activities like having bath with elephants in the river, so tourists here can really involve the way the elephants live. When you first start this idea, begin to have this idea of design the activities, what are the major concerns in your mind?
In the beginning, people weren't sure about going into the river, and what they're used to is riding the elephant on the chair, but then the people don't even touch the elephant. You don't have any contact, you don't have any connection with the animal.
Of course, just treating animals, elephants as tools.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then?
But now there's connection, and I think if the elephants are happy, the people are happy. You can feel it. And now they have the best job in the world. They just get baths and bananas.
So based on the past 6-year observations, how do you feel about the customers, or have they ever feedback what they have learned and felt about these huge size animals while they have receiving the bath-taking experience?
Some people are scared in the beginning, but I think that after they have this experience, they'll be advocates and care about helping elephants for the rest of their lives. And that can go into helping conservation, stopping ivory trade, preserving the habitat for the elephants. I think after they have this, like, especially the kids, they will be advocates for elephants for their whole life.
新年新年，新年啊！喝进，yeah. Sit down here. Sit down. Yeah, sit down. Sit down in the water. Sit down in the water. What? Yeah, okay. 搞，大家抱。sit down， 慢慢 sit down。坐下来没事了。好，抱，大家抱。新年。
轻的回一点，吸了一下那种感觉。太好玩了。
Because a few of us have the experience to interact with those beautiful creatures. So how does all these activities you design, you create, gradually change the concept of people coming here? Or, they change their misunderstanding of elephants.
I think because they don't know how elephants communicate, you don't really check how intelligent the elephants are. But what they're doing, they're showing that the elephants know many different words, and we have to have enrichment for the elephants every day because the elephants are very smart and they'll get bored. So they're always practicing different words, and they use positive reinforcement. And a lot of the things that they teach them, so for example, when they say bon, to lift up the trunk, to take the banana, that's helpful so that we can check their teeth. They can teach them to lift up their foot so we can check the foot condition.
Okay, thank you. Family, what to do?
Bye bye. Thank you. 哥米，你别走，哥米。
Coco，等一下。
他好聪明，他们回去那个筷子给拿出来吃，然后上去呀。我们也要回家洗澡。
拜拜。
见。
好开心，真的好开心啊！所以你们本来没有预约什么？我本来是打算。
再见。
拜拜。
这个甩尾，这个甩的。
Can I try later with Bay?
Yeah, sure.
Having the bath with the elephants?
Yeah. It's hot, so they like to be in the water several times a day. And it's better than mud bathing because the water is clean.
看起来真的很棒的享受哈。我来试试看。Can I do in front?
Yeah, do it.
我发现在这边方向洗澡的经验是什么？就是它很凉，然后我们流了满身大汗。She won't want to. With the skin?
Yeah, everything.
一边洗澡一边吃最喜欢的食物，这应该是很多人有的经验吧，很享受啊，很像有人在一边泡汤的时候，旁边喝一点清酒的感觉。
慢了，哪里？
我们现在来的时间是雨季刚过，在10月接近尾声的时候，所以今天很幸运的艳阳高照，没有下雨，真的是老天帮忙。然后对这些象来说，这个洗澡其实他们也很喜欢。在我们没有拍的时候，他们有的时候自己也会到河里面就躺下来，因为温度实在太高了。我们来这边的时候，跟我们一起交通的驾驶导游告诉我们，2年前清迈夏天最热的时候是47度。好，12只象，我们现在聚集了1/3，因为有的比较小的很难 control。Okay, Bay and Lessa, would you introduce them to our audience? They all have their own name, and we can tell from their ages. Could you introduce to us?
Sure. This is Sivoy. She's the oldest in the herd. She's probably about 57. And this is Limoy. Limoy is what, 25?
Linguist, yeah.
25. Mesa Tong, you can tell her by her orange coloring and her golden colored eyes.
And there is another one behind.
Where's
Linguist.
Tong Wen?
she's
We
coming
can't see
out.
Tong Wen.
Towel head.
Tong Wen's the most beautiful.
Mm.
She's like the Kate Moss of elephants. She's very pretty.
Linguist.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is
Tong
tall.
Wen.
Is it
How
young one?
wide is we go around?
She's probably 30, but she has ears the shape of India and a straight tail that almost touches the ground. And long eyelashes. She's very beautiful.
Are they boys, girls?
These are all girls. And she lives here. She has a daughter here. Her daughter's name is Watermelon, Hengmo.
So usually we tell their ages by their size. Is that a way we could tell the differences?
When the elephants get older, sometimes their head gets more concave. And they get more pigmentation. So she's younger. She has more spots. The two older ones on the side have more pigmentation.
At what age of Tila you let him touch such a huge sized animal?
I didn't let him. At what age did Tila touch the elephant?
Only baby.
3 months.
3 months.
3 months. Okay. Tila, are these animals, elephants, your best friend here in the orchard?
Tila, are you a friend with any elephant?
Which
one?
one?
Maybe he's too shy.
Just say something.
Kwakwa, what are you doing?
It's okay. Does he some kind share some workload of taking care of these elephants? Parents? Which one is your best friend?
You don't have to talk into it like that. It can hear you.
Yeah.
It's not like a phone. Do you know these elephants? Who's that?
This one is Sapto Limi.
It's okay.
No, I think he's too shy.
So they do recognize someone they feel familiar with. So Elisa, well, I can barely see Bei. Can Bei share with us his experience in learning in the elephant camp how to take care of these friends?
Yeah. Can you tell them what elephant is your favorite or
How do you learn to take care of them?
For elephant, before my my grandfather have elephant too. I love my father.
Oh, your grandfather?
Yeah, like my father.
Okay.
They're trainer too before. I love that too.
How many of how many
Three.
elephants that your grandfather once owned?
Just one.
Just
The male, but they don't have the already started.
Okay, so that's how you learn to
Be
get used
trained.
to
Yeah,
with
yeah.
elephants.
Yes.
And then you have been in an elephant camp.
So, elephant car?
Elephant camp, right? Bei
Yes.
once in an elephant camp, learning how to
Yes,
take care of
I love this car.
So, Alicia, so taking care of these elephants, I mean, this orchard really teach people how elephants should be well taken care of. Because most of the time in this country, we get a chance to get close to elephants through those entertainment or other industry, tourist industry. We hardly know that some of the elephants are terribly abused or tortured because of overworkloaded. So when you rent these elephants, what do you want to do and maybe change the image for people?
we just want the elephants to
Hey,
be
this one is hey.
we want the elephants to be safe and happy. When we started here, some of them were overworked and they were overheating because they had the hot chairs on their back and they couldn't take the chairs off to go in the water. Like you saw how they love to play in the river. And people just looked at them like they're a ride, not a living being. So you can look at them and you can see, like, when they close their eyes, they might be scared of something and turning their head away. When they flap their ears and they're wagging their tail, then they're happy, they're relaxed. If her eyelashes are down right now, so she's relaxed. If the eyes are very wide and the ears are out straight, then she could be scared. So people should notice that the elephant has feelings too.
For some of the older elephants, they were overworking before, right? So you rent them from their owners. Those are retired elephants. Can we say that?
Yeah. Sivoy was a problem. She has a big rip in her ear.
Oh,
And she has scars on her back. You can see when you're higher than her.
what happened to them if you guys were not granting them, 6 years ago as a retired elephants? What are their owners going to do with it?
They have to eat 250 kilos a day. So it's a problem if the owners can't afford enough food for them or enough land for them to walk around on. You have to rent a really big space.
So they would just abandon them, or?
No, but they won't get good exercise and they can be kept on cement, which can cause problems for their feet and cause them to die earlier, or not give them high quality food, which can cause their teeth to rot and then if they lose their last sets of teeth, they die of starvation. So elephants are expensive to take care of. So they need to kind of work and raise money, right? But we want to show the owners that there's a way you can ethically monetize owning elephants and try to enrich their lives as much as possible. But of course, they're expensive animals to take care of. So the farmers that own them need.
12 is the most, or you give yourself many opportunities to take care of those retired elephants as many as you can. What's the future plan?
This is already a lot for us.
I guess so. 12 of them.
Yeah.
他们家有另外一个部分就是厨房，那是这个也是他先生自己盖的，它是传统的，就是缅甸式的一个竹屋的厨房，所以他们家应该严格来说就是分成2个部分。
So this is probably the most untraditional part of our marriage. I'm completely useless in the kitchen, and Faye is really good at cooking.
Yes.
So you cook for the whole family?
Yeah, the whole family. Whole family eat it.
Oh, be careful the knives.
Oh, the next fire.
What is your favorite dish that your husband made for you?
Banana flour.
Would you please just first introduce this very special kitchen for all of us? This is a home kitchen.
Yeah.
What is underneath so the fire doesn't burn? Is it banana tree?
Yes.
So you cut banana tree because it has a lot of water in it, and you put that under the base so that it doesn't burn a hole in your floor.
I see.
And then a layer of sand.
But also I know the first thing you get the fire on is so different. You don't use any oil or...
Yeah, where's the fire
Yes.
starter?
Fire. Oh, the wood over here.
这是他们的起火种。
What fire is this? Choom. See?
Kind of
Can
the
smell.
wood.
It smells really good.
How you call this, Bay? In Karen?
Cho.
Tw-
Cho.
Some kind of, what kind of the tree?
Like a pine tree.
Pine tree.
You have to get it higher up the mountain.
Yeah.
I guess because it has many
My
oil
parents
in it.
before they use like a cattle, like a full family have meeting. In my village, you know. You just do that, put in the plate, and you can talk, you can see each other.
This is what they would
Yeah.
use for a candle.
Cattle. In night time, we use that.
就是它像他们的蜡烛一样。Okay, so Lisa, I will need your introduction. Continue. So this is the oven area. You didn't use, you haven't used gas for such a long time. You always use fire to cook your meal.
When my cattle will make four, you put the wood like this. See? While food, they do.
You can smoke food on the top grill.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the smoke actually cures the wood, so you don't have problems with bugs.
Yeah. From
And
the country
also-
where you go to hunting, fishing, because my cattle don't have collar.
Yeah.
You put the fish here, me fire, baby.
Other side. Wrong side.
Oh, you let the 3-year-old
Wrong
boy
side.
hold knife? Wow.
Yeah. But like my father already teach how to use that. But you,
Be careful.
Hey,
But you
Alicia. No, just go ahead. When you teach your little boy here in the woods, it's very different, right? You let him hold a knife, and when he's not in front of us, he could just like running around. You won't be.
We have to watch him very carefully here.
But you,
He can't really go alone. Tila?
but
Because there's elephants and there's a river and a bridge.
yeah,
Tila?
对我们来说听起来很特别哈，因为附近有大象，所以不能让它跑来跑去，不是过街怕有车子。
Yeah, Papa does it very good. But you're clumsy like me. You're not really good with knives like Papa yet. Have to practice.
For this traditional living skills, it's Papa, it's Bay that you
Yeah.
kind of gradually teach him little by little. Is that right?
yes.
Hey! Clean the knife first. When we go we have like lots of different hikes that the guests can do, and some of the guests come back and say like, "Oh, the hike was so difficult. It was really hard." And he can do the hikes with no shoes. Good job. Can you open it? And then
So do you feel?
can you give half to Georgina? Can you share with her?
Thank you, Tila. I'm gonna eat it. Really? Is that okay? Could you explain what does that mean?
This means for the goat protest you country. That's what protest.
What kind of a hat? Could you explain what does that mean?
This means for the goat protest you country. That's what protest.
What kind of a hat?
Monkey.
Animal.
Monkey.
Monkey hat?
Yeah.
你在这边就是去很多地方都要脱鞋就对了，因为这样不会弄脏。So we go upstairs.
Yeah.
That's your house.
Yeah, that's the house.
就他们家啦，就是这一栋。
My beautiful house.
哦，
Lovely.
他自己盖的。
Lovely. Lovely.
很棒，阳台好羡慕吗？Oh, this is the living room, bedroom, everything, study. 好，这就是他们家哈。Elisa, this is electric fan is especially set up for you, right?
For me, it's hot here in the summer. It can be 100 degrees.
Yeah, I heard that April is the hottest season.
Yes.
这是哦，2年前光是清迈的那个最高温是47度，在他们就是泼水节那个时候，你可以想象有多热。So this is your house. I mean, the living room and everything of your house here. Wow. Can you introduce to our audience? I heard this is a typical Karen house.
Yeah, this is a typical Karen house. The roof is made from leaves. It has to be changed probably every 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. It'll be changed one time. 3-4 years it'll be changed.
Is it made of bamboo?
Yeah, it's made of split bamboo. They made it with a knife. They use a knife as a hammer, like a machete.
Are you talking about you were actually physically build this home
build it.
by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just
Karen people think it's normal. So you
Yes,
look for
you do.
trees that are dead in the forest, so you don't have to cut the new tree.
So 3 of you sleep here, and this is the only except the kitchen. So except these two places. So this is your home.
Yeah, we don't have Wi-Fi and we don't have a TV, so we don't spend a lot of time here just for sleeping.
Wow. But
And then-
I still have the city thoughts. I mean city concept. Where do you keep all your belongings? Because I didn't see any closet here or downstairs in this house.
We have a storage box for our clothes, and we don't have any belongings. Do you have any stuff?
I do have in my house. Down.
And you put your cosmetics in the corner of this house.
Oh yeah, give me my special gold bag.
That's everything.
This is very important for me. I live in the jungle, but I still have mascara.
Wow. How long does it take you to be get used to a life like this? Very simple and pure life like this.
I didn't feel like I had to get used to it. I didn't really I was really stressed and I had a lot of anxiety living in New York. Most of my friends have good jobs and busy lives, but we are lucky, and a lot of people have to take medication for anxiety or for depression. They don't feel satisfied. But here I have some adventure every day. So
How long have you been working in the city? I know it's the lower part of Manhattan, right, in Chinatown. For how many years?
I was in Chinatown probably 4 years, and before that on the Lower East Side.
Wow. How will you describe life like that?
I guess it's nice. It's very comfortable because there's air conditioning and food is delivered to your door.
So
It's nice, but it's not for everyone. For me, it's the greatest luxury is to have beautiful nature and to be able to live here and fall asleep to the sound of the rain and to wake up to hear 100 chickens at 4 in the morning.
Still now it's noontime, 12 o'clock. I still heard the chicken, the sound of them.
They're not very
all
smart.
around.
My first time in Thailand, I came as a tourist, but the first time I came to Chiang Mai was working for Daughters Rising, and we were here on a research trip.
So that's the second chance that you met each other while you were with your friends digging a pound, and he was cutting grass.
Yeah, no, he came to help us.
What's your first impression seeing Babe at that time, seeing this young man?
I feel shy. You have to answer.
Okay, what's your impression when you first met? I mean, your first sight, seeing.
Yeah.
He thought I was crazy.
他们是大概六年前结婚，然后后来去缅甸那边公证，然后拿到他们的结婚证书。Can we see your marriage
Oh, yes.
certificate? Alyssa, though we see there are so many untraditional parts of this marriage, but there is traditional way that binding a close relationship between you and your husband. How would you describe this part?
I think we're both kind of simple and traditional. He's like an old person. He's like an 80-year-old person.
In terms of what?
Everything. His taste in music, his lifestyle, just care about eating beetle.
Okay.
Like Chubito.
I don't know. It's really traditional. For him, the most important thing is family.
So for Bae, you feel comfortable if you want to share with us in Karen?
Yes. Because we have family stuff. It's a music. Because music for me because he care about elephant. He care about the Thai people, and then they hear a lot. Yeah, that's what made me music.
Mommy, I want to go outside.
Okay, let's go.
Okay,
I can help.
在 China Orchard， 今天看板人物 Alyssa 先生和儿子一家3口，他们的家人其实不止彼此。环顾整个山林，带着笑容的年轻女孩忙碌穿梭。他们有的是泰国人，有的是山那头的缅甸女孩。
My friend know the Alyssa. She tell me if I want to learn English, Alyssa can support me to the school, and then I intern here. That I come work here. Now I know more English. Yes, I understand more.
这些少女们其实是推动 Alyssa 最初发心要留在清迈创建这个旅宿的天使们。严格来说，看似悠哉的大象天堂，也像旅人逃离文明的伊甸园。其实整个经营运作是社会企业的精神贯穿。What do you learn from Alyssa?
Yes.
From herself. Do you like her? And what do you learn from her, the person?
The Alyssa, she is smart. She have a help everybody.
Help everybody.
And the girl like this.
So everybody has a dream.
Yes.
Would you like to tell us what is your dream in the future?
My dream in the future, I work in the national ministry.
在 China Orchard 的自我介绍里这么写着，他的梦想是建立一个反对贩卖人口的非政府组织，主要针对泰国本土和难民国女性。这些温柔、聪明、坚韧的女性，却往往是受压迫最严重的一类人群。Alyssa 有一个社会企业的项目叫做 Daughters Rising 女儿的崛起。一开始她搬来这边的时候呢，就租了这个河边的废弃棚架屋。她跟她先生从这里可以算是 Kigetsu， 然后创建了整个 China Orchard 社会企业。然后他们就把所有所得的盈余利润，一方面用来救助象，那么另外一方面呢，就用在女儿的崛起这个项目上面，希望帮助泰缅边境的少女阻绝人口交易贩卖的命运。 以前第一份工作在广告公司的时候，主管告诉我，女性、小孩和动物是吸引人的3大要素，这里通通都有。在这里所看到，放眼所及，很多服务的女孩，其实也是创办人人道社会企业服务的对象。This is the tourists having the walk on the trail with the elephants.
Yes, they have many different trails through the jungle. If you take elephants for the same place, they overforage and they'll eat the bamboo so much that it can't grow back quick enough. So they have to have different trails they can go on.
And they can pick whatever, whenever they feel like to walk with the elephants. You can arrange for them.
Yeah.
Let's go back to your 17. That was the age you flew to Germany and tried to receive your college education there. And by the time you have witnessed human trafficking, deal with very young and vulnerable girls. Would you like to share that with us?
Yeah, I learned about trafficking the hard way. So when I was 17, I didn't have the papers to work in Germany and I didn't have any education. And I wanted to get a job, so I trusted people. And a lot of the girls that were in my position were from Eastern Europe.
Oh.
And some of them were not so lucky as me. Some of them were sold for a long time. I don't know if they got out.
There was another sad story that a poor family tried to exchange their daughter, very young daughter, maybe at her teenage, with another European old people, just for a few minutes.
I met a family from Shan State. Her parents were migrant workers here, and she had a younger sister, probably 15 or 16, who was pregnant. And her parents were selling their older daughter to a man from Eastern Europe.
When you know the same situation happened here, same as in Europe, was that the time that you make up your mind that someday when you have the strength, you have the ability, you want to do? 可以吗？我们记者刚掉到坑里面了 ，OK？ You want to do something for the girls, so set up this foundation.
It's not a surprising thing that happens that women are being sold. There's systemic problems, and they can be prevented. And that's what's unique about Daughters Rising, is that on preventing it from happening in the first place, because there's so much damage that's done that you can't undo. People like my husband from Burma, where there aren't any schools at all, a lot of people come here to try to work or to finish their school.
所以电视机前面的观众朋友，今天这故事里面还有包括一部分，就是年轻女孩、少女怎么样让她们能够有机会受教育，然后成长。
We've been doing in Chiang Mai, the Trash Hero Chiang Mai together. Chai Lai Orchid is one of our partners. And we've been doing this for 4 years now because they're the first generation to grow for the future to come and to teach next generation of how to reduce, reuse, and recycle and how to change the environment, how to change the world.
When we first started, we made a video about how we wanted to help these elephants and to stop rides with the chairs. And other companies thought that that was saying something against their practices. So we got death threats. My husband got beat up.
Death threats?
Yeah, they told the drivers like Mr. Nang and people that work here that they have guns and they're going to shoot Alexa.
Alexa and Bei, what are the differences between riding elephants back here compared to a tourist experience somewhere else?
One of the best things for the elephants here is that they're not separated from their mothers. Some of the places, when they want the elephants to do tricks and shows, they'll separate the babies from their moms at just a year old, which is totally unnatural for elephants. Elephants are still drinking milk sometimes until they're 4.
And I see other entertainment industry business, they would put people like with too much weight, overloaded for the elephants to carry them. all the time?
Well, it's cheaper because they can sell the ride for 1 hour or 30 minutes, and you can sell the ticket for every person on the elephant. So if you get 5 people on the elephant, every 30 minutes you can make more money.
So that's all business count, right? How you compare their weight and how much load that one elephant can carry?
It's not the weight. The human is a really small percentage of the weight. It's how the weight is put on the elephant and how much the elephant has to work, if they have a chance to cool off in the river. But one person can sit on the elephant, no problem. But not all the elephants like to do rides. So it also depends on the elephant. For us, if the elephant doesn't like people as much, then people can just watch the elephant or walk with them. But
Okay, so there is no such thing as a standard base that, when people come, they could surely expect, oh, I want to have an experience right down the elephant back. I have to pay respect to their wish,
yeah,
their
it
wills.
depends on the elephant's personality.
Yes, because you treat elephants here is totally different from other entertainment business here in this country. Have you ever been threatened because other people, they don't like you to do like this? That would simply manifest their brutal way of treating elephants.
Yeah, when we first started, we made a video about how we wanted to help these elephants and to stop rides with the chairs. And other companies thought that that was saying something against their practices. So we got death threats. My husband got beat up.
Death threats?
Yeah, they told the drivers like Mr. Ning and people that work here that they have guns and they're going to shoot Alexa.
Okay, and how they grabbed Bay and I mean...
Bay got attacked one night when he was finished with work. He was out by the road.
Okay, but you still insist doing what you want to do. I mean, how you get rid of the sense of insecure?
We don't. There was a long time when we felt insecure. And Losha takes care of us a lot, right?
Yes, Lusa.
Bay thinks Losha saved his life. Well, the girls here go to self-defense class, and one of the first things you learn in self-defense class is if someone tells you they're going to shoot you, they don't want to. So if someone really wants to kill you, they would just do it. So we knew it was a threat to try to intimidate us.
Oh, that sounds so terrible. So do you ever see there is a
We
chance?
can't leave her, See how her ears are out straight? If they do that, then she's maybe scared of something. See how they're not moving? So she's scared right now. She's checking for something. She can hear something or smell something she doesn't like. Oh, it might be the chicken in the front.
Yeah, you can tell from her eyesight. Like she's become very cautious. But actually, less people dare to ride on elephant's back.
My son also does horse riding, so we also rescued a horse.
You also rescue in terms of what? Like a wild horse or?
No, it was a horse that was a racehorse that was injured, so they were going to sell it to be killed for food. Like halfway between here and Chiang Mai. See, boy.
So, Tila, of course, he is growing up here. What kind of the person you expect your son to be when he grow up?
I will be learn more movement culture, learn carry culture, learn more medicine, learn more how to build the house by herself. No use muchi, just do by with themselves, When they get hurt a little bit, they can feed by herself. They have her everything hurt, they can use by herself. Like me, from me, I get her a little bit. I don't go to hospital, just do it myself.
Really? Have you never go to a clinic or hospital?
But I go before, but normally I don't want to go, but my West, he don't believe me, he want me go, and I said I had to go there. But normally it's my house, I don't want to go hospital. I just can do myself like a fire medicine, by myself to foreign, can you, if you see a little bit, you can do myself. Because that's like my father before just do by herself. Yes.
It's very extraordinary. So, what type of the person you wish Tila would be? I mean, personality. You want him to help people just like you and Alexa.
I want Tila be high like they can go to after they finish school. If they finish, I want to heal the career people. Heal the people have like a care state. They don't have hospital. They don't have anything. When they do that, they can be Sunday doctor. What would they like?
I think your wish for your very beautiful little son could certainly come true someday. Thank you. With Tongwen together with us, Alicia, how do you more and more realize the impact of integrity that your grandma taught you long, long ago? You shared the experience with us. Were you very close to her?
I was really close with my grandmother. I lived with my grandparents a lot growing up. And my grandmother I think we have the same work ethic. And just something that she taught me about life was like always that it's important to help other people. So if you have, for me, it translates to my business. I don't really see the point to just work all the time. But if you can't help other people, there's no point. So
in your childhood, having a hard time to think out of what does help other people means, and what are you going to be a great helper to the world, to the people who need you?
Everyone can do something every day to make someone smile. My grandmother used to make sure that people, like just simple things like that, she would make sure people wouldn't have to eat alone, even if it meant she had to cook more food. Just take care of the people around you. Even if it means more work, or sometimes it can be something really difficult for you and not easy, but it's important.
Thank you. Hello? That's Burma kiss?
Yeah, Karen people smell you.
Oh.
So when we first started dating, I thought like maybe he has a cold or he has some allergy because he's always...
Picture is designed by her.
You.
That's amazing.
Sorry to put you in the background.
No, it's okay.